Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sempre Milan bonus podcast on Substack. The summer transfer window has finally come to an end after what felt like an excruciating couple of months. We are going to be analysing the last two additions that Milan made, Adrien Rabiot and David Odogu. Cheers, mate. Happy Friday.
I don't know. I already drank mine, so it's in the sink.
Yeah, I've got a little. Oh, this is cologne. This one.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
We're on
black, just plain black.
Right. Yeah. Didn't get the memo about the clash of shirts.
Yeah. We're twinning today, huh?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. They are not the same brand. We have already established that.
But I do have that shirt.
Yeah. God bless Uniqlo. It could have done with an iron, but you know.
There was Fabrizio tweeted out a "Here we go," and it was a Boohoo Man discount code. This is a Boohoo Man shirt. I did not use the code for it. I tweeted that I would, but I didn't because the clothes are already $4.
Don't need. We'll never know if you did use that discount. Maybe we should start an AJ10 discount to rival it or something. Yeah, get a little, little Boohoo Man. I wondered if you wanted to talk a little bit about your encounter with one of our fantastic paid subscribers yesterday evening.
Yes. I met up with one of our founding members. I'm just going to shout him out by name because I
read it out every week.
Not many people listen to this anyways outside of them, but Carlo Flossi, longtime founding member for us. I don't know exactly when, but very long time. A long-time listener of the podcast. In fact, he said he remembers his first episode. We were talking about Baca. So that's how long it was.
That's a loyal fan there.
Yeah.
He was 11th. He was number 11 chronologically in terms of paid members. So
there you go. So
founding members, sorry, I should say. Yeah.
But I had a good time. He was in DC for a few days and then reached out yesterday and met up, grabbed a few drinks, had a burger, some fries. Good time. Yeah. So if anyone's ever in the area, hit me up. We'll make a thing.
Yeah. You didn't go to the same bar we went to, did you?
No. He was, not to put you down, but he was in a much fancier part of town.
Yeah, but you know me, I'm working class. You can put me anywhere, and as long as it's got lager on top, I will be happy. But no, fantastic. Love to hear stories like that. We've got a couple of signs to talk about. We're obviously going to focus more on Rabiot because there's way more to go on. Odogu arrives as like the unknown quantity of the window, but we will chat a little bit about him. But first of all, Rabiot. So we were linked with him actually properly 12 months ago when his contract at Juventus was expiring and it appeared obvious that he wouldn't be renewing his deal. However, we don't know really how far that got along, but it seemed that the demands in terms of commission and in terms of salary from his mother/agent, his mum looks after his interests. She's a feisty character, by the way. Won't mind her going into battle for me, to be honest. She's she gets every penny, let's put it that way. But yeah, those demands meant that it never really got off the ground, and it went quite late on in the window, and he eventually signed for Marseille on a free there. His time there lasted only 1 year. We were linked with him at the start of the window when Allegri was announced, because obviously he's one of Allegri's favourites. And then it all went quiet. We sort of did our midfield rebuild, but then right at the end, Rabiot has a fight with John Rowe in training. John Rowe went to Bologna, who were our next opponents.
Yeah, very good. That'll be a fun one.
Can't wait for the Marseille. Yeah, bets on. Marseille transfer listed officially, both of them. They put out a statement saying they're free to find another club. And then, the Musa stuff starts accelerating. The speculation about Rabiot intensifies. And next thing you know, he's in the door on deadline day. We've got him for 10 million, including bonuses, as per Matteo Moretto. Now, there's a little bit of disagreement on how much he's getting from a salary point of view. And this kind of came up in the main pod when you said 5 mil, and I was like, no, it's 3.5. So Calcio Finanza have got it at 5 mil net, which is obviously quite high. and Moreto's got it at 3.5 mil. So I'm inclined to go with Moreto on that, but it might be that there's some easily achievable bonuses, or it's going to be in and around
That
that.
is interesting because I would say those are the two most reliable sources, so it's odd that they don't align.
So,
Calculi Finance obviously is more money related, so I think I do actually lean towards them, also because then it says I'm right, and that's what matters most to me. So we'll go that.
well, yeah, Calcio Finanza do say though that in their wage bill rankings they rely on other reliable reports. So I don't know where they've got that from, but until the official accounts come out for this season, we won't know exactly how much has gone, in terms of wages. But yeah, we are fully stocked in midfield now, shall we say. I have always been, even from last summer with the free transfer links, I've always been a big fan of the idea of getting Rabiot in. Not only because I think that he will offer something a bit different compared to what we have, but because of his experience and because of his pretty consistent end product, to be honest. But yeah, what was your initial reaction when he came in the door? Were you happy with the deal? Better than Moose type thing?
Yeah, I was happy with it, and it's funny because I think I was happy with most signings this summer until I saw him on the field. Rabiot is someone who I probably wouldn't have been happy with a month ago, but after seeing the B players on the field, I was like, bring him in. We need him. So I'm happy with that. I just don't think Fofana and Loftus Cheek are guys who should be starting. Obviously, with Jashari being out for potentially the season, at least half of the year, that's a big concern. And then when you throw in the departure of Musa as well, you go, hey guys, we don't have many players for this midfield. So you bring in a guy who is a very experienced Serie A player, knows Allegri systems better than most. Yeah, he's a high earner, but I think he might actually be very valuable to us. I don't foresee him being MVP of the season or anything like that, but definitely I think it's a good move that fits the system. One of the only players we actually got Allegri that he requested by name. So in fact, the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, Matteo Moretto gave some interesting background where he said that it was after that Cremonese defeat where Allegri went to the management, you see what I'm working with here. And he sort of said, Rabiot would be nice, give me Vlahovic, give me an experienced centre-back, that's what I want. Rabiot's the only one that arrived, obviously, but,
You got
of course
Odogu.
it's Odogu's here, more to come on him. But yeah, I think it's a good piece for the midfield, to be honest. And we do look well overstocked in that particular area now. But I